Hello, hello. We are so glad today. We have important person and we have the interview today is very different and I'm very happy. I'm very glad because we have Coach Karen. She accept our invitation. She's very wonderful person. Everybody follow her. She's like it inspire anybody, everybody. We love her, and she's very humble. Yeah, like I follow her a lot, and I spend like 6 months to wait for this interview. I'm so happy. We are so happy because you make a difference for our page. Thank you so much, Karen, for you accept our invitation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big thank you.
You're most welcome.
Can you introduce yourself? We have many people. We have sorry because like today I'm very happy when I'm so happy I don't know what can what can I say. I can't imagine you come to our page. That's why I'm so happy. We have some partner, Nancy. She's mentor. Amal. She's mentor, and her daughter. She's Viola, and we have a big surprise. My mentor, Mret. She's right now. She's the coach right now. She's new for coaching. She's we have coach in our in
Congratulations.
our in our community, and also we have Coach Karen. She's amazing coach, and we are so happy today because you are with us. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Do you want me or are we going through each person? Are you
Okay,
You
okay,
go.
Meret, go ahead.
uh,
Uh, I am Mirit, Egyptian. I am working as teacher assistant, and I started this business 3 years ago. And now I get a step to be a coach, and I am very happy to start this business. And I think I am on my way to get early retired.
oh wow. Congratulations. That's exciting.
Go ahead, Karen.
Oh, okay. So, as Irini introduced, my name is Karen. I am currently living in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Originally, I'm from Vietnam, and I've been doing this online business for 7 years and 5 months now. And I'm super grateful that I came across this business because it has allowed me, as a mom, busy working mom prior to this, allowed me the chance to have more time to spend with my two children. So that was my biggest why, or the biggest reason why I decided to pursue this online career or online business, because prior to that, I have no experience online, zero tech skill. So it's just that powerful why, that desire, that hunger for more time for my kids, because I know that working my traditional business and job was not allowing me to have that time. And yes, and that's why I'm here today. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Karen, for like starting with us or coming with us this interview today. And I am one of the people who inspire of you since I start the business. I usually watching you in general, like see how you talking about the business and teach the people how to start their business or give them more information about the business. And today I want to ask you a question about why did you start this business model over the other business?
Okay, great. Yeah, so as I was mentioning before I started this business, actually, I've never, if you asked me like 7.5 years ago, like that I would do something online, or if you tell me I would be working full time online, I would just think you're crazy, because at that time, I didn't have tech skill. I didn't even have Facebook at that time either. So working online was never ever on my list of things to do to earn income, because I used to believe that to make money online you got to be super techy, really good with coding, maybe to build your website and all that, and I didn't know any of that, right? So that's why I never thought I'd be working online. So at that time I own a small dental lab business. So I make teeth. So I make crowns, bridges, veneers. So that's what I was doing. And it was a labor job. It was a hands-on job business. So with a most traditional brick and mortar business, you are trading your time for money. So I end up working 12 to 16 hours a day, most of the time 7 days a week. So as you can imagine, if you're working those hours, you'd have no time left for anything, for your kids, for your family, or even for yourself. And I think when my daughter entered high school, that's when I realized, my kids will not be kids forever. And if I don't do something about it, I'm going to probably regret when I look back in a few years. But then I thought about, maybe I should close my lab, open a different business, or close my lab, go back to employee work. But none of those solution would really give me what I really wanted, because opening a different business still takes my time away from my family. And going back to a job after you kind of been your own boss, you lose that flexibility. And also you're going to take an income hit too. It's, the salary at a job is not going to be at the same as what we were earning with our business. So then I just felt stuck. I thought maybe this is just the way it is. There wasn't another way. And I think just by God's grace, this business found me, because I wasn't looking for online, because I never thought I could. And then when I was introduced to this, I was hesitant, I was skeptical, but I still looked into it because I go to see what's about. And when I looked into it, I realized this might be the thing that can help me out. Because what I loved about this business is that it's flexible, right? You can work it anywhere, anytime. Because I'm sure most of you here that are running the business still have your full-time job and you're just doing this on the side. So that's why starting this business is not a risk in terms of financial for my family, because I'm still running my dental lab at the same time. We're still having that, steady income to support our family, but I'm building this on the side, to bring in extra income, so that I can, once you have that extra income, you can scale down on your lab, work less hours, and have more time for my family. So that was my goal. That was my reason why I started this business, is just that I can earn extra and have more time for my family. So that was my reason why I started. And why did I choose this business? I chose this business, like I mentioned, is like I had no exposure, anything online. So I was never introduced to anything else, but I did look into other offline, like buying a coffee shop or a convenience store. But again, like I said, those are just the same as what I was doing with my dental lab. So that's why I didn't do anything. But when I found this business, I looked at it, and the investment to start this was reasonable, because I started my dental lab and I spent well over 100,000 just to start. But with this, it was only a fraction of it. So for me, the investment was not a big risk for the potential that I can earn. So that's why, because of all those reasons, the investment wasn't large, and then the time flexibility, and then with all the mentorship, and because the system is almost like I've heard this term recently, business in a box. So it came with everything. So you have mentorship, your website is built for you, your sales funnel is done, email marketing is done, our webinar is hosted for you. So you just have to come in and learn it. It's almost like doing a franchise business, where the franchisor will teach you, or have all the recipe for you, have all the steps for you. And you, as the new franchisee, just have to learn how to do it and run your business. So that's why I chose this business, really, I guess. So that's the reason why I'm here. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Karen. Thank you so much. Sorry, go ahead, Amal.
First of all, Miss Karen, thank you so much for accepting our invitation. It's really so glad to talk to you. My question is, I always got this question: what do you sell in this business? And also another one: what do I get for 149?
Okay, great. Yeah, these are actually very, very common question that we as business owner get all the time. Because when you think of a business, you got to sell something, right, to make money, because that's how business works. So the reality with a business, or how you earn income through a business, is only two ways. So one, you sell a product and you make a profit off your product, or two, you provide a service. So if you're a hairdresser, you're not giving a product, but you're providing a service by cutting someone's hair, and of course, selling a product, you open a retail store or a convenience store, you're selling stuff. So those are the two ways. So when people ask, when you talk about business, they're curious, what do we sell? But the unique thing about our business, even though we have affiliate partner companies that we partner up with, but we don't go out there directly sell a product ourselves. So what if you ask us, what do we actually sell? Then I have to say, if I have to say something, then what we're selling here or what we're promoting here is a business platform or a business system. So like I said, the same way as the franchise that I used earlier, just say like you want it, oh, you're in USA, so I have to use something in the USA because I was going to use Tim Horton, but that's Canada. Let's just say you want to open a franchise for the In-N-Out Burger, a chain, right? So if I'm the owner of In-N-Out and I'm coming to you trying to get you to invest and open another In-N-Out store, maybe in your state, because we have people from different state here. So I'm not really trying to sell you this tasty burgers, right? Like it's amazing, it tastes great, but I'm not really selling you just the burger. I'm selling you the business platform. I'm selling you, hey, if you invest this X amount of money and I help you open this In-N-Out, restaurant, and then you can make money by selling burgers. I'm giving you the recipe. I'm helping you design, build, providing you all the supply. And you as the owner, you just have to run and manage it and advertise for people to come in. So really, I'm selling you a system or a business that will help you generate income. So in a similar way, that's what we do. We have an online franchise business, what we're selling to you. So we're not directly selling products, but of course, within our business, there are products that are sold. That's how we make money. The same way as the In-N-Out Burger, you have this restaurant now. The only way you're going to make money if people come into your restaurant and buy those burgers from you, right? So that's how you make those money. But then how it really kind of like multiply or scale up is that, for example, if each person just comes in and buy the burger, maybe you profit like $1 or $2 off that. But if the person that comes to you and say, hey, I really like your idea of this franchise, I want to do the same thing. So now if you help that same person open up their own In-N-Out franchise, you're making money off of helping them make, instead of just a few dollars off of a burger or a product, then you're actually making more money off helping them open a franchise. Because once they open a franchise, they're earning money, but then you're also earning money on what they're making as well. So in a way, that's how our business works. Because as a franchisor, every time someone opens a franchisee under me, then I make, a percentage of the commission of what that franchise make, right? So that's how our business kind of works. So we don't just sell a single product. We're selling a business model or a business system that can help you start an online business. And the great thing about our thing is that you don't need to be tech savvy. As I mentioned earlier, we got the training there for you. We have the mentor to help you along the way. We have all the website, all the the technical stuff taken care of for you. So that's why anybody can come in. Because if you were to go and start your own online business, yes, you can, but then you need to invest a lot of time, a lot of money into building all these platforms, these websites, and you're doing it all alone, right? But now with this community, the same thing with the franchise, you can go and open your own like burger restaurant, but because you don't have the experience or you need a lot of money to do that, it's harder. But with a franchise, sometimes it's easier because they already have a system in place that has worked, and it's gonna work because it's proven to work before. So that's question number one, what do we sell? And then I think the question number two is, what do we get when we pay the $149? Was that question? Okay. So with that being said, so then the first step to learn more about business is just to sign up and watch our free 90-minute webinar where we give you like a brief overview of how the system, how the business work. And if that is interest to you, then you pay the $149 so that you can get the deep dive, into details. You get to find out, who our partnership companies are, how we are paid, the strategy, how to scale your business. And then you also get added to our Facebook group, the private Facebook group, where you meet, thousands of other business owners like myself and all the, beautiful ladies on here, where you can see real people having real results, right? And then you can check everything out. And if it's for you, then you move forward and you start the business with one of our product package, right? And then if you do start decide to move forward, that 149 gives you two things. It gives you that, the pre-built sales funnel. It gives you the training. So you do it, that's what you get with the 149. So the whole system's in there for you. So we have the website hosting for you, the email campaign, you get the training. So all of that is part of your 149 for you. And of course you get the mentorship part, that's part of that too. So, but then of course, after you find out, get all the details and you realize, what, this sounds great, but it's not my cup of tea, or it's not something for me, then you can request for your 149 back, no question asked, given that it's within 30 days. So that's, our policy, right? Within 30 days and without, booking that strategy call with your coach to get your question answered. So that 149 is also a way for our platform to filter out people too, because hey, we're working online, we're talking to thousands, we're exposed to billions of people, and we're talking to thousands of people every day. So if every day I'm telling everybody all of this, then I would have no time. So that's why it's the power of leveraging the system, because once they pay the 149, they go through the videos and they're serious and they want to continue, then that, okay, I want to invest my time in helping this person because they're serious about wanting change, wanting to learn how to start their online business. Then that way, because when people are willing to spend money on something, that means they're very serious about it, right? Because if everything is given for free, people don't value it. So I know that because everybody's always looking for something, right? There's so many opportunity out there. So if I were to tell everybody, that asked me, what's this business about? Because our pre-coaching video is like around 2 hours. There's like, I think a series of 6 videos. Some are like 10, 15 minutes, some half an hour, but they go through everything in depth for you. And because of that, it's saving me time, because instead of me explaining everything to people, and like I said, the 149 filters, because people tend to value something more if they pay for it. Because if it's for free, they'll check it out a little bit, but they don't pay much attention because it's free. Sometimes free has no value, right? So that's why we do the 149, because we want to filter if they're very serious and they're willing to pay the 149, then we can spend that time to answer their questions, to guide them through the process. So that's part of the reason why we have that 149, because it's just a way, that's how we are able to manage and, be able to manage and run the online business. Because like I said, once you put an ad out there, like I'm sure you lady had the same experience. You have people sending you message all the time. What's this business about? Can you tell me more about it? So that's why the first step, we have the webinar. We have live webinar like 2 times a week that you can come live, or you can watch our replay if you can't attend the live. And that gives you, an overview, but definitely not everything. And that's why the next step is the 149, just to get a deeper picture. It's just a way to save everybody's time too, right? So if you watch a webinar, it's not for you. There's no point you continuing watching those other videos after the 149. So yeah, that's why there's that 149. And like I said, you get that refund back if you find out it's not for you. So therefore, there's really no risk, but it just gives you the opportunity to learn more before you make a decision whether you want to invest and start your business with us or not.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I have another 2 question, but I think it's the same, maybe 2 question or 1 question, but the same meaning. Okay, I received a lot of question or a lot of comment. Is this a scam or MLM, or the top people, he take all the money, like the pyramid scheme, like all the top people, he take all the money, and the under people does not take any money, or take little. I think it's the same question but different way.
Yes.
Can you answer this question, please?
Oh, yes, for sure. Yes. So yes, there was a bunch of tiny questions, but I think it just comes down to the same, like, I guess, the same outcome. So one, is this a scam? I can tell you definitely not. This is 100% legitimate, because at the end of the year, we do get a tax. In Canada, it's a T4A. I believe in the US is 1099. Is that correct? Yeah. So it is all tax registered. So you will get a form declaring your income. And of course, you have to declare that with the CRA for us in Canada, or I guess the IRS in the US. So for me, maybe your definition of legitimate is different, but for me, if the government is taking tax from your earning, it's got to be legitimate. Because if it's not legitimate, it's not real, the government will not come after you for the tax, right? Because any real job you have or any real business, you have to declare your tax. So for me, in my book, if I'm paying tax, it's legitimate, because the government knows about it. So it's not a scam. Okay, so that's number one for me. And to be honest, that's a very fair, valid thinking, because to be honest, I thought that too, right? Was it a scam? Because it just sounds too good to be true. And we all see there are so many different opportunities online, and unfortunately, most of them are scams. So that's why we do encourage you to do your due diligence, and that's why we have our business in those steps that we do. So the first step, the webinar, is completely free. No money attached, nothing. You just enter your email so we can send you the link to the webinar, right? So that's completely free, except maybe about 90 minutes of your time. And then the next step is the 149. And I know it maybe sounds risky. Oh, I'm putting 149, even though they say I'm going to get refund, but are they going to refund me? So that's why there is that little bit of scary risk. And that's also how we filter, because if people are willing to risk the 149, which honestly in these days, 149 is really not much, because maybe it's just a dinner out for two, right? At most, right? So to risk a dinner and get the opportunity to learn about a business that can help you earn maybe 10 times that amount per month, is it worth it, right? Or can it help your situation? So I know the 149 is a bit risky, but at the worst case, you lose the 149. But at the best case scenario, you might be able to start something that can give you your time, your freedom, and the income that you want, right? So that's why for me, you have to do your diligence, and that's how we have it the way it is. And then with our business, once, like I said earlier, once you get in, you get to find out how the business works, how you make money, what the investment are. You get all the information before you decide if you want to invest and start your business, okay? So you have all those laid out for you. So we're not blindly asking you to invest 5,000, 10,000 with us without telling you what's gonna happen in the next step or what is expected, okay? So that's why do your due diligence. So the scam thing, for me, is a no. So then the other thing is, is this an MLM? Is this a pyramid? Yes, because I mean, a lot of people, when they see similar business model like this, where you're trying to get people to join your business, or the word that they definitely use is recruit, which I don't believe our business is recruiting, because recruiting means you're actively reaching out to people. So you're going to your, friends and family, your work colleague or old high school friend, like you're reaching out to them and telling them about your business and asking them to join you. But the difference here with our business is we don't do the recruiting. What we do, or we teach you to do, is called online attraction marketing. So if you happen to be here, it could be that you're scrolling Facebook, you saw something one of the lady posted, and you're curious, so you came to check it out. Or you saw one of the the video that we talk about this business, how it helped us, then you're curious, then you register and want to find out about the business. Or you message us asking, Karen, can you tell more about this business? So you are coming to me asking for information through a post or an ad or a video that you saw online. So I did not directly message you, okay? So that's why it's not recruiting, because it's attraction. Because, Facebook, anybody can post. If you don't like my post, you can skip it, you can scroll past it. But if it interests you, then you reach out to me. So that's why it's attraction marketing, because we know that, not everybody's going to resonate with our story. So they might not, message us. But the people who resonate, who relates to us, they will reach out, and those are the people that we can help. So that's why we're saying we're not the typical MLM where we're taught to go recruit or to go cold call or to message random people on Facebook, because I've got messages from people that I don't really know. Just because I comment on their post, then they message me, oh, I'm doing this. And a lot of times it's the crypto thing. So yes, so then I'm like not interested, right? So for us, we don't recruit. Usually when I speak
Yeah.
to a prospect, it's because they reached out to me first. They messaged me or they email me. So that's the difference there. So and that's another reason why I joined this business, because when I found about it, that was my fear too, is like doing MLM and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk to friends or family, like, because like I just don't want to sell anything to my family or friends, right? But when I learned that this is all online, and when you put your posts out there, people who see you are complete strangers. And it's true. I built my whole entire business on advertising through social media, and all the people that join my business are basically strangers. Like, I don't know these people, right? I have people from all over Canada, in the USA, Australia, the UK, so all over the world, and I'm here in Vancouver. And that's only possible because of the internet, right? Because otherwise, any other business, you have to actually fly there to see people and get them to join your business. So that's why we're not your traditional pyramid or traditional MLM, where you need to go recruit. And then also following that is a question, does the top person makes all the money, and then the people in the beginning earn very little? So that's another thing that I really like about this business too, is that's not how our compensation or how we get paid work. Yes. So just because I joined the business before any of you doesn't always mean I will make more money or that I make money off of you, because we've seen people who joined the business years or months after, but because they work hard on their business, now their income actually surpass their mentor or the person that they joined the business under. So it's all possible, because this business, like I said, it's like a real business. You are paid for your effort. So that's why I say it's not about recruiting. It's not like about the other business model where the more people you get to join under you, then the more money you make, because this is about building your business. So let's just say, I joined, and then Nancy joined after me, but because maybe I got busy in life and I never really actively run my business, and Nancy, she wants this so bad that she's actively running it. She's working hard on it, and she could be making more money than me, because we've seen that, because we've seen people come in and surpass their income. So that's why you are compensated for your effort on your business. It's not because that you joined before me that you will always make more money than me. So we've seen that a lot. But it's true, when you are brand new, yes, when you join under somebody, they will earn from from your effort. Because why? Because in the beginning, you're still new, you're still learning. So your mentor, your coach is helping you, guiding you. So when you have success, they kind of also have success. So we help each other grow, but eventually your business will get to a point. We also teach you a strategy in here. I think I'm giving too much info, but I just get very passionate about when you can talk about strategy. So we actually teach you a strategy in this business where you can out earn your mentor, because we want you to be successful. We want you to make all the money that you can. So, and that's where we've seen people who've joined after already surpass their income. So one example is myself. Is like, I joined under my mentor, and after about 4 months, I already out-earned her, and I've out-earned her ever since, right? So right now, on average, my monthly income is about $50,000 a month, and my mentor maybe about $4,000 to $5,000 a month, and she joined before me. So it's all possible. It's not because she joined before me that she will always earn more. So you are rewarded for your efforts. So that's why I think what we have here is quite a fair playing field. So if you are working hard, you will be rewarded for your work, your effort. Yeah.
Thank you, Karen, for this information. We are glad. I'm going to introduce myself very quick. My name is Nancy. I am from US, California, and I am a fan of you. I got inspired from you so much, and I take your example as I am under you. As you said now, I want to ask you a question that how much I'm going to make when I start, and how you see the income from online is the future or not?
Okay, so well, how much you're gonna make under me, it all depend on what you're doing with your business, how you're growing your business, right? Like I said, people can make all sorts of number. Some people come in here, do nothing, and obviously you're not gonna earn anything either. But if you're actively working, you're gonna earn. So it's all depending on what people start with in their investment. And then also how much effort and time they're putting in to grow their business, right? So
Yeah.
let's just say, we all opened a In-N-Out Burger, but I'm there every day making sure my staff are working properly, that my customer are happy and satisfied. So obviously, satisfied, happy customer will keep coming back, and then my business will grow. But let's say, Nancy, we all open the same time, or even you open before me, but you're like, okay, it's there. I just let the staff run it. I'm not gonna take care of it. Obviously, sometimes if you're lucky, you get good staff, then maybe they're active, they're good. But often if people are an employee, they might not do as, put in as much time and effort as you, because they're not the owner. So obviously maybe you have, customer that are not happy, or orders are wrong. And then of course people is like, oh, this location is not good. Don't go. They don't come back. Obviously your business is going to go down, and you're not going to see the profit as much. So similar way, it's how you run your business, right? And that's how going to determine your return or your income in the business. So that's how it is. What was your second question? I forgot.
My second question is, do you see that online income is a future?
Yes. So 1,000% yes, because I started over 7 years ago, and our community or our system platform has been around for over 9 years. And we all see it's still growing every day. We have over 280,000 people now in the community. When I started, it was about 5,000. And you can see, even though it's a big number, but if you put it in the big scale of things, we have over 7 billion people in the world, okay? And that's worldwide. But we're not going to say that, right? But even just online, there are over 2 billion people on Facebook every day. So if you think 280,000 compared to 2 billion, that's just a drop in the bucket, right?
Exactly.
So there's still a lot of potential for growth in the online space. And why? Because also in the last couple of years, we all see the advancement of AI, how much AI has grown now, right? In the beginning, it was like kind of iffy thing. We're not sure it's going to work. But now I think all of you, or all of us here, I think we're using something that's AI. Isn't that true?
We are, yeah, definitely. And we learn more and more about it
and we're learning
improve our system.
Yeah.
Our business.
So exactly, like 5 years ago, AI wasn't a thing yet, right?
Yes.
But that's where the world is moving. And I think, I think people are starting to see that it is possible to earn income online. Because before, we always think, okay, making money online is for, like I said, the tech people, the people build website, but not for ordinary employee worker like me or mom like me that have no training online, that doesn't know anything about online. So we think that, but now, it's becoming easier, because, for example, system like ours is designed to help ordinary people be able to, start an online business successfully, even though they have no skill, no background, because we literally have the step-by-step training. Because if someone like me with no Facebook can do it, I believe anyone can, as long as you have the willingness to learn. It's true. It's at the end of the day, we have all the tools, all the resources there for you, but are you willing to do the work? And then even if it weren't for our platform, you've got Google, you've got YouTube, now you got ChatGPT. If you want to learn anything, go onto any of those platforms and you ask the question. There will be a bunch of questions. A bunch of answers that will help you how to do it. But again, it's like, it, but are you going to execute and do it? So I think be able to earn online now, it's become easier. That's why I think it's the future, because whether you like it or not, what do we do now? We shop online, we do banking online, we order groceries online, we see the doctor online. So everything is moving online, and people are realizing it's possible to make money online. And because why it's still growing? Because people maybe maybe a few years ago, maybe, people like are in our age demographic, because I feel like we're all about the same demographic, maybe the 40 to 50, 55 kind of thing.
Correct.
So we would be very scared of online, right? So, but now we see more people our age, because other people will see, Nancy, you online, Merritt, you online, Amma, you online, then they start to get that confidence. Hey,
Yes.
she's about 50-year-old, she's about my age, and she can do it. So maybe I can do it too. So they're getting more hope, and more people are becoming to be more open to online, where before they don't think, they just use online to watch YouTube, scroll Facebook, check email, online shopping. But now they're seeing normal, ordinary people earning online. So that really gives them that, that hope that they can too. And also because of the economy, because we all seen what happened when the pandemic hit, right? Where people that had secure job, they lost their job or their hours were cut, and they realized that you need a backup plan or another income source to supplement if anything shall happen. So obviously there's many ways you can get more income, get a second job, but that's not sustainable because, maybe your health cannot work 2 full-time jobs. So people are starting to explore online where it's flexible that they can do. So I think it's still on a growth because there's so many new things coming out there. And a lot of businesses is moving online, because I'm not sure where you guys live, but I do notice our mall, like the shopping mall, is not as busy anymore. And a lot of the shop are like closed.
Yeah.
And no new shop open because people buy online.
Not too much.
Yes. So things are moving online more. So people are, that's probably gonna be the future. Like everything we do will be online, right? Yeah.
I actually, my why is when pandemic hit, my husband lost his job, and we were home like thinking what we're gonna do next, and we were thinking that traditional business may be one of them, but when the pandemic is okay, this is not a good idea because everything is closed now.
Yeah.
So I was going to find a job online, and I saw this ads, and from there I start thinking about it, but I stayed 3 years to start, to be honest. I was not have any experience. I don't know people. I don't know how I can start until I met my mentor, and then it was the time from God, So I agree with you that sometimes something stop you to find something else to start, new journey and make something different, as you know.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Karen. Magda's here now. Magda, can you introduce yourself, please? Magda, did you hear us? Okay.
Hi,
Hi, Magda.
how are you guys? You hear me?
Just say, yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay. what do you want to say؟ أنا مش مرتبة حاجة أساسا.
قولي اسمك, introduce yourself, and if you have any question for Karen, if not just
ما عنديش أي question لأن أنا جاية واخري أساسا.
Okay.
خليني كده بس.
Thank you, Magda. شكرا. Thank
so
you.
Magda showing up late, and she apologized that she's not ready for any question, but she's glad she's here with us today.
Yeah, but Viola, she have a question. Viola, I'm very proud of you. I know you're gonna be like youngest one in the world for the business owner. You're gonna be with your mom. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of you, Viola. Go ahead, Viola.
First, again, I know I said this earlier, but again, we appreciate this opportunity. And honestly, it was very touching to hear about your background in the beginning and how you got started up. And it was motivating because it reminded me of how my mom started. Like, she had no tech experience. Like, you even said no Facebook. My mom had no social media, nothing. Like, I had to show her how to start a Facebook, how to start Instagram, everything. And so it was honestly very, like, inspiring to see that, it's still possible. It's still room for growth. And my mom has been pushing me since she started to start with her. She's like, do it with me. Like, you already understand all the techie stuff. You're going to be great. But to be honest, I'm a full-time student. And so I was curious. I know you said you were also like running a full-time business when you started. So I was curious what your like time management was like in the beginning, or how much time you put towards the business when you very first started. Because I don't want to like set my school to the side and only focus on this, but I also know it's based off of how much effort you put. So I don't want to start it and then like not do very well or not prioritize it. So I'm just curious what your opinion or advice is on that.
Well, yeah, that's a great question. You know what? My daughter was in the same space. I always like pushed her to do it too. And she's the same with you. She's full-time student. So she did say she want to focus on school. And I understand where she's coming from. And I also understand where you're coming from, or where your mom's coming from too, because as parents, we see, you know, something good. We want you guys to get involved, the younger. But I think then when after she kind of stepped back, I kind of realized you guys are at a different stage in your life, right?
Yeah.
You're in the school, you just grown up, you have so much to explore. Whereas we've done all that, but now our focus is building our family and building a legacy, like providing the best for you guys, our children. So it's great that you're interested, but yes, like you said, you know, the time management thing. So yes, I was working 16 hours a day. A lot of people was like, how do you even handle another thing? Because that's crazy. So the thing is, you got to have a big enough why that will push you to do things that are uncomfortable, that will push you to, I guess, sacrifice. And for me, the only way that was possible was in the beginning, I had to sacrifice about 1 to 2 hours of sleep a night, because that was the only time left. It's just my sleep time. So I would finish the lab work like midnight, 1 o'clock, some night even 2. And that's when I crack open the laptop to go through the training. But to be honest, I think it was only intense of the first couple of weeks when you're going through all the setup stage of you help your mom. You understand the beginning was more time consuming. But then once you have everything set up and when you start running your advertisement, it's just answering messages here and there. So it doesn't, that's why it was able to work, because it doesn't consume a lot of time. Because let's say someone saw your video, they say, hey, Viola, I see you're posting, what's this you're doing? So you might have a, you know, copy and paste answer that you can do that in a matter of like seconds or minute, and then that's done, right? So that's why the wisest system is smart, and that's why we're able to run. Why so many of us working full time, have a house, you know, manage a family, like cooking, laundry, everything that moms do. That's why I always think moms are superwoman, okay? Superhuman, right? And
that's true.
do that, because once you have it set up, it's really tiny pockets of time, which is manageable. It doesn't require a block of like 2 hours that, you know, sit down. So I definitely think you can squeeze it in. But again, it also goes back to that you have to have that desire. Because like I said, maybe you and my daughter are at a different stage in your life, and this is not your priority right now. It's the school, and I guess just living your life, right? But I know some people have entrepreneur mindset, and they do want to do something on the side, and that's like completely up to you. So I think it's just finding your why. But I think once you have your why, or you know what you want in life, you will make time work for you. Because if we really do an audit of our time, there's so much time we waste just going online. Like I'm just gonna check this one message, and you end up scrolling for like, oops, was that already an hour? Right. So that's why if we have, you know, the why, we have the priority, I think it's really possible for anybody to do it. And like, again, it's almost like short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain, because I did that for the first maybe year or so, but now, you know, I was able to shut down my dental lab. I didn't mention that, but in 2023, I completely shut down my dental lab. So I don't have that other job anymore. So my only job now is doing this online thing, and that's our only source of income. And I have all the time in the world now, because I work online, which is like anytime, and it's flexible. So people say, yeah, how much time do you work a day now? I go anywhere between 5 to 8. It depends. But there are some days where I'll do 0, and that's okay because it's flexible, right? But because I don't have another job, so spending 5 to 8 hours on this is really nothing for me compared to what I did before. And also because it's flexible, I could be spending, like today's interview is about an hour, and after this, I'm going to be dropping my daughter off at school. So then I get to, you know, create my schedule. Whereas before, if I was working, you know, at my lab, or if someone's at a full-time job, you can't have that flexibility. So the great thing is it's flexible. So yeah, so it's completely doable, especially when you have your mom there to help you as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, you're on mute.
Muted.
I'm so sorry. Thank you, Karen, for your time. This is like a blessing from God because you accept our invitation and you give us all this time. I know your time is very important, but I can't explain my feeling now because you are very humble person. I love you so much. I think everybody here is love you so much. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody needs to say something before we close this interview.
Can I say something? Thank you, Karen. Actually, this is will be good for us to be you in our page, because, like, we need to have different nationality in our pages. The people to know we are like in the globe. Like, it's not about like Arab people only, or speak different language, or Arabic only language. And this is like will be I think empower our pages and in our community too. Thank you so much. Thank you for accept the invitations.
My
Thank you.
pleasure. It was a pleasure being on here and sharing my stories and just answering some of the questions that I know that people who are looking have questions. So hopefully today we're able to, kind of remove some of those obstacles, and that people would be more willing to take that leap of faith and just to check it out to see if it's a fit for them.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Have a
We
great
appreciate
day.
My
you. Bye.
pleasure.
Good
Bye,
day.
everyone.
Have a good day.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.